Walking in the lab and I'm thinking about safety. Goggles on, and goggles on. Open toe shoes out of here. Are you going crazy? Things could go wrong. Things could go wrong. My gloves, they make me safe around chemicals. The chemicals. My love, tie back your hair and prep materials. The materials. One, don't you taste the sniff. You know you should be wafting if you're taking a whiff. Two, don't mix it in until the label's checked again. Three, no food and drink unless you want to have us when you're dead in the morning. And if you follow this, you won't need a game. I got lab rules, I count 'em. I got lab rules, I count 'em. I got lab rules, I count 'em.
What's up, Bio281? I am Ralph Benju Morilla.
And I am Morilla&Tanan of
Kapatagan. And for today's video, we will be reacting to some of the tools and equipments used in molecular biology.
So we prepared some criteria as to predict these certain tools. So first, we are going to talk about the techniques and efficiency. Second, if nagamit na ba nato ni sa laboratory before.
Yes.
So,
Let's start with autoclave.
Water into a vapor. This is the handle of autoclave used for carrying one place.
Same mo naman isa itong ginagamit mo? Sa
Sa
present, sa gel 2.
To another place. And this is a top of autoclave. It is having
In different units, like it is a pressure valve which indicates the pressure which has been created inside the autoclave. Pressure plays an important role for the stimulation point of view because the main principle or efficacy behind autoclave is the pressure only. This is a vent or vessel which works as same as pressure cooker. It releases the pressure on regular basis. This is a safety valve which provides safety and prevent the bursting or destruction of autoclave by excessive pressure. It releases the pressure by destructing the rubber valve in between them. This is simple screw nut which can release to remove the vapor from autoclave and it can be retied but
Nabatay nga nang i-part sa kuan?
wala ka
Wala,
ng
no?
valve.
Makaturang valve, no? Kaya kanimo nagula ko ka-try ani sa lab, sa micro.
to the right hand side.
Ilaha galing kaning sana pressure lahi ang
Rating.
ilahang presentation kaysa sa ato apod nga temperature nga kita kay PSI atong
PSI.
kita dito.
Ay, tama.
Autoclave also having several pair of. It is a tray. It serves a basic purpose to keep the object which has to be stabilized. And at the bottom of autoclave, there is two small parts. First is a heater which allows to convert water into a vapor by heating it. And this is a tripod stand which serves two main purposes. First, to keep a safe distance from heater to the tray. And second, it gives the indication about the level of water. Place the tray on top of the tripod stand. Place the lid on autoclave. Autoclave lid should be placed.
Dire from sa ato ang na-learn, lahi ang way sa iyahang
Pag-close.
pag-close. Ang tawag na to if parehas ba of opposite.
In its proper place. Otherwise, there will be problem in tightening.
Pinagsagin niya ba eh?
Once you have placed the lid, place all screws on the respective places first. Do not start
Nag-lock na.
tightening.
Lahi iyang pag
Yara dyan
After placing it,
Di ba
pinagsag.
dapat opposite
to
para
rotate
dili siya
clockwise.
hakuan, dili
This
siya
will tight
magawas
the
sa kuan ang hangin.
fix so that the vapor from inside will not be able to come
No, di ba?
outside.
Opposite pose ang interlock. So, wrong.
Safety.
Kasi hanap siya way.
Mas yan yung way, pero I don't know.
Tied it properly that will be safe for you.
Opposite.
Opposite.
So at last,
Para ma-close it
we
siya.
will again reinsure about the screw, vent, pressure gauge, screw, and other components. So we have
Yay! So we
So,
are done with
autoclave.
autoclave. So in terms of techniques, so murag lahi ang amo ang na-learn kay ang amo ang na-learn from undergrad kay dapat opposite ang side imong pag-lock.
Lock.
O para sana dili siya mabalance siya.
Balance, yeah.
Then when it comes to if nagamit na ba namo?
Yes,
of
kaayo.
course. Dun sa microbiology.
Kadagan sa micro. The next tool would be the shaker. Shaker. Shaker.
Shake.
Hey, what's up guys? In this project, we're building an orbital shaker.
These lab instruments are typically used for
Amazing! Lahi siya sa ato ang usual nga nakita nga shaker. Di ba nga to kay Erling Mayer plus murag na capsule ibutang din mo to yung mag-shake-shake.
Oh, wala ako kita. Wala ako kitang shaker.
So let's get
Sorry.
fluids and biochemicals. We made this project to help agitate 3D printed parts that use water-soluble filament. So you already know PVA filament is used for 3D printing support structures with complex geometry. This Hilbert cube is a great example that is dual extruded in PLA and uses PVA for the supports. The support material dissolves in water and can take many hours to fully dissolve. Typically, it's left soaking overnight and requires hands-on post-processing. So we did an experiment to see if agitating PVA dissolves faster in water. To see if there's much of a difference, we left the parts in for about an hour. Once we took them out, we could clearly see a significant difference.
Limpyo kayo, no?
The agitated part appeared fairly clean, while the stationary part had a lot of remaining PVA.
Yeah.
PVA sticks pretty good to the surface of parts and normally needs to be scraped off. So agitating PVA certainly produces cleaner parts and much faster.
Yeah.
These parts came out really clean and demonstrates how well PVA can help produce these crazy shapes with lots of overhangs.
Wow! Another amazing tools in the laboratory because
That was shaker.
yes, shaker kay amazing kay siya kay tungod sa technology karon that mas madali ang pag combine or sa ato ang mga chemicals especially sa laboratory.
And for me, I have nothing to say kay wala pa ko gamit og shaker so far. Yeah.
Okay.
So, the next two will be analytical balance.
Yes,
let's get to it.
Balance, here we go.
Called an analytical balance. We can use it to take very precise measurements, 4 places to the right of the decimal point. Keep in mind that a small paperclip weighs about 1 gram. In other words, the analytical balance isn't designed for weighing heavy items. For example, this balance has a maximum weight of 310 grams. That's about the same weight as a can of tomato soup. Weighing anything larger than that will cause damage. The first consideration is selecting the workspace. The balance needs to be placed on a steady surface, such as a marble counter or a lab workbench, in order to minimize vibrations. The balance shouldn't be used near doorways or air vents because it's sensitive enough to be affected by air currents. Check to see if the balance is level. Adjust the feet until the air bubble is inside the black ring. If the balance has been unplugged or turned off, you need to let it warm up and reach the required operating temperature. Let's try an example. We want to measure out 1.5 grams of sodium bicarbonate. Typically, we use weighing paper for measuring anything less than 5 grams. Fold the opposite corners of the weighing paper together and make a crease. Then do the same for the
Ilang weighing paper ba kay? Ito kay foil. No, foil lang. Ibar ko lang.
other corners. Place the paper on the balance pan. Close the side doors and press the tear button to zero out the paper.
Always there.
Yeah.
Use a lab scoop to slowly add the sodium bicarbonate to the paper. Close the glass doors and wait for the balance to lock in its reading. Continue adding sodium bicarbonate until you reach 1.5 grams. Close the doors to read the actual weight. 1.5026 grams. And always document your work in your lab notebook.
Okay, so always
Yeah.
record dyan. So from among experiments sa una kay we use also this analytical balance. So moding kuan naiuban nga kanang ingon ta nga old na nga analytical balance kay lahi siya og kanang weigh kaysa atong bag kay tungod ay nada siya katong 305 grams. Dapat siya di ay i-take care po nato atong mga tools.
And then,
sa
yeah,
laboratory.
I would also want to commend sa nagbuhat sa video because na-remind ta sa mga dapat gidbuhaton sa paggamit sa analytical balance, diba?
Yes.
Like, possible good siya maguba, especially itong ganyan na if
Doon siya sa doorway.
nga to.
So mo din ang kanang analytical balance sa stock room kay nadun siya yung area
Yeah.
niya nga ginakip di adto.
Masako agad si ma'am, di ba? If iba rin to siya butang.
Dapat should. Yeah. And also always press the tear
Okay.
button. Okay, that's nice.
So that was analytical balance.
Okay, let's
Yep.
proceed to our fourth tools. That is
Fume hoods. Fume hood.
This fume hood device consists of a state-of-the-art controller, receptacles, and safety valves.
A thrust actuator is able to control the air velocity in case the front sash is lifted, and its performance is verified for maximum safety. Reliability and energy savings are important, so it is essential to have a well-designed device. For usability reasons, the front contains a large side glass sash on top of the front door. When the exhaust air is connected, the air begins to flow inside the fume hood. It enters through the front sash while open and then flows through a baffle to the duct. The fume hood is provided with ideal design baffles to guarantee an optimal and consistent airflow to exhaust of hazardous fume. The structure of the airfoil stabilizes the inflow and prevents the vortex of air. It is designed to create a safety zone in between the front door by separating the space. To allow a correct inflow, it is important to not place any equipment directly on the airfoil. Instead, store them in the back of the fume hood. In general, the recommended height of the vertical front sash opening is 500 millimeters. This opening height and the side glass sash stabilizes the exhaust airflow and provides researchers with an optimal workspace. For laboratories, the fume hood is an essential equipment to enable a secure and pleasant working environment, and it provides enough space for any type of laboratory instruments. A sensor on top of the fume hood detects movement in the area in front, and it automatically closes the sash if there is no laboratory worker. The automatic front door enables energy savings of 50% and additionally limits the risk of any leakage.
Oh, very safe
In laboratories,
workplace,
a fume hood is a
especially if you are working on chemicals and bacteria, because it will keep us safe also as the researcher or as the performer of that said activity.
And this fume hood was more advantageous. I mean, mas murag kuan siya kay murag na automatic na yung bang parts, no?
Yes.
Kaysa sa GL2 kay katong bira-bira pa ka, di ba? Birawan pa ni mo siya tapos ikuan.
Laki mo rin imong i-detach.
Oo, no, birawan tapos imo
Apply na po.
i-attach siya pa yung mabalik.
Oo.
So medyo kuan siya. Tapos dapat mapalayo gitu ba?
Yes. Di pa rin nga paduol jud mo imong mga gamit para to keep away from any kanang hazardous chemicals mga pores sa imong self. So, kuan day dapat jud siya nga distansya. So let's move on to the last two.
Last one na good.
Yes.
Last two an
So-
equipment, guys.
Okay, we have here our pH meter.
The
Parts of a pH meter include the meter, the arm,
Wait, to be honest, mo ni mo ang unsa nag-think nga pH meter?
Actually, ang amo yung kon sa page meter kaya bitong color. Katong paper katong
Atong idip.
idip nimo tapos i-compare.
Oh, tapos
Kung
sa
asa
box.
color ni fit, wala yung page meter. Wala ko expect pero nakabalo man ta di ba nga nai ani nga page meter.
Ano yan,
Pero ang giingon kay mahal daw kayo.
Dapat i-handle yun mo.
I-handle with care. Yeah, dapat careful ka. Pero
Pero
yeah.
di ba?
Wala ko expect ni ani ang page meter nga kuan.
Wow.
Okay, again,
Sunod. Okay, let's watch this video.
and the electrode. The arm allows the electrode to be easily moved up and down into a beaker with a sample to be tested. Prior to use, a pH meter should be calibrated using color-coded buffers of fixed pH. pH 4, 7, and 10 are standard. The first step in using a pH meter is to remove the protective cap from the electrode. The electrodes of the pH meter need to be stored properly, capped and immersed in a stored solution to prevent them from drying out. Next, the electrode must be rinsed using distilled water. You will then calibrate the final standard with a pH of 10. pH meters must be calibrated each time to ensure the accuracy of measurements. Using the 3 different pH standards for calibration provides for a wide range of accuracy.
Okay. So, na pH meter sa school, pero dili ingat to nga murag na stand, di ba?
Stand.
Murag katong handheld lang siya.
Handheld.
Kay kasagara sa katong cancer dagok. Kay mo to atong gigamit sa sampling din yun. Kuan kanang daghan kayo magamit. So,
sa soil man to, no? Soil pH.
sa soil pH. So, ang kuan pud sa water pH katong sa dito sa mangroves.
Tama di ay.
Okay. Yes.
That's it.
We are done with our review on the said tools. So we get the 5 tools, mainly the autoclave,
Shaker,
analytical balance, fume hood, and
pH meter. So, thank you guys for watching.
And that
And keep safe always. Bye.
Bye.